What's good, lineage? What's going on, man? This is your brother Chief Flying Igara Elohim, aka the Black Identity Slayer. I came to slay the beast. Here goes another video, right? This is his name on TikTok is Black Facts Matter. And once again, man, I want people are just caught up, all right, with this identity of being black. But guess what, my brother? Black facts don't matter because it don't exist. But let us get into what he's saying. All right. Take it from the very beginning. And like I told y'all before, a lot of these videos, you might get into your emotions, but I'm asking you don't. See things for what they are, not what you want them to be or what you think they are. But we are being literal here to the extent of the legal system. I'm not going to say the law because it's not lawful. However, it's legal. All right. And a lot of what I say may seem redundant, and that's needed. You know why? Because the indoctrination was done through redundant acts and propaganda, news, movies, his story being retold over and over again. Okay, so pay attention. Boom, let's go.
To all my brothers and sisters in DC, the Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Amendment are not going to just be amendments on paper. These are going to be your legal shield. And with Trump's goons and National Guard and ICE squad out there just thinking that they're going to be making easy arrests, black men are going to have to come together and make this extremely hard for them. So you're going to have to know these amendments. The Fourth Amendment, which protects you from unreasonable searches and seizures. Cops just can't search you, your car, or your home without probable cause or a warrant. So if cops try to search you or any of your property, simply say, "I do not consent to any searches," and leave it alone. Don't fight, don't argue, just plant that seed for the record. That forces them to either back down or risk breaking the law. Just because they have power doesn't mean they have legal authority. By voicing that, you set yourself up for protection later in court. The Fifth Amendment, which is the right to remain silent. This is a big one. You're not required to explain yourself, argue with them, or give them more ammo. Simply tell them, "I'm invoking my right to remain silent," and stop talking. Anything you say can be used and twisted into evidence. Staying silent protects you from self-incrimination, especially with this crazy crowd. And it forces them to build a case against you instead of tricking you into theirs. The Sixth Amendment, I don't care what they say, you have a right to counsel. If they arrest you, you have a right to a lawyer, period. Simply tell them, "I want to speak to an attorney," and don't answer any questions until one is presented. Even if you can't afford one, the government must provide a public defender. And once you invoke this right, questioning must stop. Now, these rights don't mean that cops are going to suddenly play fair, but they create a legal record that can turn the tables later. By standing on your rights, you're protecting your future, your votes, and your freedom. And when brothers move with the same discipline, refusing illegal searches, staying silent, and demanding lawyers, it forces the system to either respect the law or expose itself as unconstitutional. The real power is in unity. If every black man in DC knew these rights and applied them the same way, the mass raids that Trump ordered would not be a clean sweep. They become a legal battlefield the administration can't win without breaking the Constitution in broad daylight.
Okay. Well, he said a mouthful in that video, right? And everything he said in terms of the Constitution, the Fourth, the Fifth, and the Sixth Amendment, it is valid. That's law. Here comes the tricky part. It doesn't apply to black persons. You see, my people, I have to go back. And I know you might get tired of me talking about it, but I want it to sink in. It doesn't apply to black persons because in the preamble of the Constitution, it says, "We the people," and "we the people" means white status. It does not mean the black status. It does not mean black persons. So therefore, he spoke about law. No, that's not law in terms of you cannot stand in law as a black person. You feel me? You're only relevant in a legal system, and even in that legal system you have no rights. You have privileges, but you have no rights. So therefore it does not apply to you. He also spoke of unity, but he said black men. There is no, as you could see the video, right? When you look at his title, he talk about black men. And I actually reworded it and put black male persons because my people got to get this. All I'm asking you to do is please let go of the emotions and see things for what they are. Yes, unity is needed, but not as black men because black men don't exist. Not as black persons because black persons have no right. But as the original indigenous people of the land, the American Indians, yes, unity is imperative. Unity is a must. Because here's the difference. When black persons stand up to defend themselves, they, in the legal system, everything they do to them is legal. However, when American Indians, original indigenous people of the land, stand up as a collective, anything they try to do to them now becomes lawful and not just domestic, but international. When y'all get this, let me know. Because I keep singing like a canary. I'm starting to grow feathers because I'm ready to fly. You feel me? My people, y'all got to get this, man. Give up the black curse. Give it up. Black facts don't matter. Black lives don't matter because it don't exist. It's an illusion. Not just from a political perspective, but from a spiritual perspective that's manifesting here in the flesh, and it's plaguing our people because the first plagues of the black people were in Europe. You dig? I'm telling you, because that's what black means. Infamous, wicked, from sordid, and swat, from swat then sordid. That's the curse that we took up. So I hear what he's saying, and I hear what everybody else is talking about. The only problem is we are attaching the curse to our personality, our energy. That's a huge problem because the amendment and the Constitution don't apply to you. They don't. I'm just being honest. And like I said, I can't lie. All right? Get out of her, my people. That's all I got to say.